The crisp autumn air swirled fallen leaves around Amelia's ankles as she waited by the old oak tree. Sunlight, filtered through the changing foliage, painted the park in shades of gold and crimson. She checked her watch, a nervous flutter in her stomach. He was late. Again. A sigh escaped her lips, a delicate plume of breath in the cool air. She'd been meeting Liam here every Saturday for the past month, a silent ritual born from a chance encounter at the local coffee shop. Their conversations had been hesitant at first, shy exchanges over steaming mugs, but lately they felt deeper. More meaningful. Liam, she thought, noticing a squirrel scampering up the tree trunk, was different from anyone she'd ever known. He wasn't flashy or boisterous. He was quiet, thoughtful, with kind eyes that seemed to see right through her. He made her laugh, not with silly jokes, but with gentle observations about the world, the way the sunlight caught the dewdrops on spiderwebs. The quirky habits of neighborhood cats. He listened more than he talked, a rare and precious quality in her experience. A rustle in the nearby bushes broke her thoughts. A flash of dark hair, a familiar smile. Liam. He hurried towards her, his cheeks flushed, a slightly sheepish look on his face. "Sorry I'm late," he said, his voice a low rumble that sent a pleasant shiver down her spine. "The bus, well, you know how it is." Amelia laughed. She knew exactly how it was. The unreliable bus service was a local legend, a common complaint shared by countless residents. "It's all right," she said, "I wasn't waiting long." That wasn't entirely true, but she didn't want to start their precious time together with a complaint. Instead, she gestured towards a nearby park bench. "Shall we?" They sat, a comfortable silence settling between them as they watched children playing frisbee, their laughter echoing through the trees. Liam pulled a small, worn book from his backpack. "I found this at a used bookstore," he said, showing her the cover, a collection of autumnal poems. "I thought you might like it." Amelia's heart skipped a beat. It was the sweetest gesture. "Thank you," she whispered, her fingers brushing his as he handed her the book. A warmth spread through her, as comforting as the soft sunlight on her face. They spent the next hour reading aloud to each other, their voices blending in the soft autumn breeze. Liam's voice was deep and melodic, each word resonating with an unexpected emotional depth. Amelia's voice, in contrast, was lighter, almost hesitant at times, yet full of warmth and feeling. The poem spoke of love, loss, and the bittersweet beauty of change, a perfect reflection of their burgeoning connection. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, Liam turned to her, his eyes shining with an emotion she couldn't quite decipher. He cleared his throat, his usual quiet demeanor replaced by a visible nervousness. "Amelia," he began, his voice barely a whisper, I've enjoyed spending time with you these past few weeks." He paused, taking a deep breath. "More than I can say." Amelia's breath hitched in her throat. She'd been hoping, dreading, and anticipating this moment for weeks. Now that it was here, she felt both exhilarated and terrified. He reached for her hand, his fingers intertwining with hers. The feeling was electrifying. "I feel the same way, Liam," she admitted, her voice a little shaky. I've never felt this way about anyone before." He smiled, a genuine, heart-stopping smile that chased away her anxieties. "Me neither," he confessed. A comfortable silence descended once more, filled only with the rustling of leaves and the distant chirping of crickets. They sat there for a long time, hand in hand, neither of them saying a word, yet communicating more than words could ever express. The setting sun cast long shadows as they sat embraced in quiet understanding, a gentle autumn breeze whispering secrets of a blossoming romance. The park, bathed in the golden hues of the fading day, seemed to hold its breath, witnessing the tender beginning of a love story whispered softly under the ancient oaks. The following weeks were a blur of shared laughter, whispered secrets, and stolen kisses under starry skies. They explored hidden trails, built a bonfire on the beach, shared stories over mugs of hot cocoa. Liam introduced her to his family, a warm, welcoming bunch who immediately embraced her. Amelia discovered a passion for photography, Liam often posing as her model. They learned the names of every tree in the park, every bird that sang in the morning. One particularly crisp afternoon, they walked along the riverbank, hand in hand, watching the leaves drift lazily downstream. Liam stopped, turning to Amelia with eyes full of affection. He knelt down, pulling a small velvet box from his pocket. Inside, nestled on a bed of soft velvet, was a ring, simple, elegant, a perfect reflection of Liam's understated charm. "Amelia," he began, his voice trembling slightly, "will you marry me?" Tears welled up in Amelia's eyes, tears of joy, of overwhelming happiness. She nodded, unable to speak, her heart swelling with love and anticipation. As she slipped the ring onto her finger, a cardinal landed on a nearby branch, its vibrant red feathers a symbol of love and new beginnings. The autumn air, once filled with the melancholy of falling leaves, now felt alive with hope, promise, and the intoxicating magic of a love story unfolding under the golden canopy of autumn. The vibrant colors of the changing season mirroring the vibrancy in their hearts, their future as bright and colorful as a painter's autumnal masterpiece. Their love story, a warm, embracing testament to the beauty of finding love in the most unexpected places, in the most ordinary of seasons. Autumn, their season of love and beginnings, a season they would cherish forever.